Welcome back to the next module of our Crypto Investment Master Course, where we will dive into the fascinating world of blockchain technology. We hope you found the first section informative and gained a solid understanding of cryptocurrency investment. Before we embark on exploring the intricacies of crypto investment, it's crucial to review the fundamentals of blockchain technology and its practical applications. In this section, which will be divided into two parts, we will cover various aspects of blockchain infrastructure. Building upon the momentum of the previous section, we will continue to equip you with the knowledge and tools necessary for successful crypto investment. So, let's embark on this exciting journey to unravel the intricacies of blockchain technology and its significance in the crypto market. Blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized ledger of transactions across a peer-to-peer network. To understand blockchain, it's helpful to first understand how online transactions work mechanically. When you make a purchase on a site like Amazon, you enter your credit card information and check out. On the back end of this process, there are several parties involved. You give your credit card information to Amazon, which sends authorization requests to payment processing networks like MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. These networks ask your bank for approval to see if you have enough money or credit limits in your account. Once your bank confirms that you have enough funds, the transaction is validated and confirmed. All parties involved in this transaction have their own version of the transaction record, which is stored in data tables, centralized ledgers. Before blockchain, these records were often stored in data tables that companies controlled. Blockchain introduced a new way to secure and store data through blocks. A block is not a data table, but a different way to store data. It contains relevant information about the transaction, such as the buyer, seller, amounts paid, product ordered, and the date of the transaction. A hash is the unique identity of the block, which is almost impossible to fake. The last element of the block is the previous hash, which creates the chain that connects the block to the previous block's hash. This makes blockchain secure, as it is extremely difficult to fake the identity of the block. Even if you do manage to hack the hash, your blockchain will break because you would have to change all the hashes before and after that block. To make blockchain even more secure, it uses a peer-to-peer network where everyone can have the same copy of the blockchain. These peers in the network act as agents or nodes that monitor the activities on the blockchain. If there's a new block trying to be added to the chain, everyone in the network will have to verify whether or not this block is valid. Are you curious about how blockchain works and how transactions are verified? Then you've probably heard of proof of work and proof of stake. Let me explain the differences between these two methods and how they impact blockchain technology. First, let's start with the basics. Blockchain is a decentralized system that records transactions securely and transparently. Transactions are verified by nodes on the network, and once verified, they are added to the blockchain. Proof of work, POW, is the original method used to verify transactions on the blockchain. POW is a consensus algorithm that requires miners to solve complex mathematical problems to validate transactions. The first miner to solve the problem is rewarded with cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin. While POW has been effective in securing the blockchain, it has some drawbacks. For one, it requires a lot of computational power, which can be costly and energy-intensive. Additionally, it can be vulnerable to what's known as a 51% attack, where a group of miners controls more than 50% of the network's computational power, allowing them to manipulate transactions. Proof of stake, POS, is an alternative method to POW that aims to address some of these issues. In a POS system, validators, also known as forgers, are chosen to verify transactions based on the amount of cryptocurrency they hold. The more cryptocurrency a validator has, the higher their chances of being chosen to validate a transaction. That's where the concept of staking comes, and how staking generates returns for investors. Staking refers to the process of holding and locking up cryptocurrency in a wallet to participate in network validation and earn rewards. We will cover this in the later sessions. POS requires less computational power than POW, making it more energy efficient. It's also less vulnerable to 51% attacks, since a group of validators would need to control more than 50% of the cryptocurrency in circulation, which is much harder to achieve than controlling computational power. While POS has some advantages over POW, it's still a relatively new method that hasn't been fully tested in the real world. Additionally, it can be seen as less decentralized, since validators with more cryptocurrency have more power over the network. For example, Ethereum made the switch from POW to POS in 2022 to address issues related to energy consumption and scalability. While it's a step in the right direction, it's not without its challenges. One of the biggest concerns is the potential for cartels or collusion among large stakeholders. Validators may band together to manipulate the network, leading to bad outcomes. This could result in a less decentralized network and pose a threat to Ethereum's core principles. So, what can Ethereum do to maintain its decentralized nature? Well, the first step is to acknowledge the issue and take proactive measures to address it. For instance, Ethereum can implement mechanisms to discourage collusion, such as slashing penalties for validators who engage in such behavior. Additionally, Ethereum can encourage more participation from smaller stakeholders to balance out the power dynamic and prevent any single entity from dominating the network. Ethereum's shift from POW to POS is a significant milestone in the network's evolution. However, Ethereum needs to confront the challenges arising from this change and take steps to preserve its decentralized nature. After all, that's what makes Ethereum so special and attractive to investors and developers alike. In conclusion, POW and POS are two different methods of verifying transactions on the blockchain. While POW is the original method and has been effective in securing the blockchain, it has some drawbacks in terms of cost and vulnerability. POS is an alternative method that aims to address these issues, but it's still a new method that hasn't been fully tested in practice. As blockchain technology continues to evolve, we may see new consensus algorithms emerge that combine the best of both worlds. To make sure you understand the technology better from a non-technology perspective, which is very important for our ongoing course for investment research and analysis, let me give you one simple example to ensure you're not getting confused about the fundamental concepts. Picture this. Blockchain is like a digital notebook. But not just any notebook, a notebook that's passed around between a bunch of different friends. Each friend adds notes to the notebook, but once it's written, it can't be erased or changed. This makes blockchain super secure and transparent. Each block in the chain contains a record of transactions, so everyone can see what's going on. No one can cheat the system or sneak into any shady dealings. And why is that so important? Well, it's become increasingly popular in the world of finance because it makes transactions faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Plus, it's not controlled by any one person or organization, so it's decentralized and open to anyone. But why is blockchain such a big deal? For starters, it eliminates the need for intermediaries like banks or governments to verify and process transactions. This means faster and cheaper transactions as well as increased security and transparency. Plus, blockchain has the potential to revolutionize industries beyond finance, such as healthcare, supply chain management, and even voting systems. Cryptocurrencies are proving to be particularly beneficial in transforming the financial landscape in developing countries where conventional financial systems and capital markets are not well established. For instance, sending money from one country to another by using traditional banking or wiring systems can take several days and incur high costs, whereas cryptocurrency transfers only require the use of wallets, enabling the recipients to receive funds instantly and cash out at any over-the-counter service for immediate access to the money. Furthermore, inadequate credit systems and capital infrastructure in certain countries make it challenging for businesses to raise capital, hindering their growth potential. However, decentralized loan systems offer a viable solution by facilitating quick and affordable fundraising for projects such as residential property development in Ecuador, which otherwise would face significant borrowing costs due to the lack of a credit system. Of course, like any new technology, there are still some challenges to overcome. Blockchain is still relatively new and complex, and there are concerns around scalability, energy consumption, and regulation. But as more and more companies and organizations adopt blockchain, these challenges will be addressed and overcome. In summary, blockchain is a digital ledger that's secure, transparent, and has the potential to revolutionize industries beyond finance. It's still a new and complex technology, but one that's worth learning more about and investing your money in. So go ahead and join the blockchain revolution. The future is here.